Hey guys, my name is Tave, and today we are going to be talking about Final Destination Bloodlines, aka Final Destination 6. I just saw the movie last night. I've uploaded 2 videos of character rankings and all the death rankings that do not include the Bloodlines, so eventually I will do those. But I just saw the movie last night. Let's just jump right into my thoughts. I have some pros, I have some cons, and I have some overall just what I've been reading about. So I went into the movie with I felt like I was in a pressure cooker. I am a massive fan of this series, have been since I literally was a child. Obviously, this movie we've been waiting on for over 10 years. And that's a lot to think about as somebody who loves horror movies. I literally was terrified walking into the movie theater because before the movie even dropped, there was so much hate going on. And side note, I don't watch any trailers for any movies that I'm excited for. So I saw not a single trailer of this movie. I saw clips by accident, like on TikToks, but I didn't know anything really, except that it was a tower scene. It obviously had to deal with family and that the visionary saved people at the beginning, and that it would like auto connect to like everybody else. I guess that's kind of a lot of stuff that I knew. But that's like what I read about on the script before they even started fucking filming, because I'm just a fan. And obviously I was excited to hear that Final Destination was coming back. So yeah, all my expectations were really pressure cookered because everybody was hating on like the CGI. I heard they said the storylines were bad, the family was bad, the death was bad, and it was like just not taking itself really serious. So when I walked into that theater, I was scared and I walked out feeling happy. I had a lot of anxiety about this movie. Obviously, horror fans, we know that almost the general public are going to think all the movies that we like are absolute dog shit, and I don't give a fuck. But this one, it's sentimental to me. I love these movies. I love the first 3 and the 5th one. The 4th one, beautiful gowns. But yeah, I was really nervous walking into it. I'm acting like I made the fucking movie. I didn't. I'm a nobody. But still, I was nervous. Sue me, whatever. So let's just start with the pros. I feel like the first pro that I really liked about this movie was the family. I saw a lot of people being like the family didn't seem like a family and that they were boring and that there was no like relationships there. But I disagree. I love the family dynamic. I love the cousins dynamic. I love the brother and sister, Stephanie, and I already don't know his fucking name. Her brother. But I truly did like their dynamic, and I liked the whole family's dynamic, and it was a lot of people. I counted at one point, and I guess when I counted her dad and the stepmom, so I counted 9, maybe 11, but that's a lot of people to work with. I do feel like they should have, like, I knew that they were family and I really liked their family, but their dad, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too nitpicky, but I like the family storylines. I love the sister on the other side, love the cousins, love the emo guy. Like, I had fun. I loved their mom who like abandoned them. Oh, obviously Iris, cunt, like mother who literally saved 5 million people and then they all came back and died. I really did like the family dynamic, and I don't know why people were hating on it. So I had fun. I thought they were fun, and I would want to be in their family. And I was really sad at the end of the movie when they both died because I was like, damn. I wanted them to get out of there, brother and sister. Like, damn. Okay, so this, I don't know how to put into words, but this is going to be the first con. I feel like it was missing that like feeling, that like oomph of like the first 3 movies. Like, I don't know how to literally put this into words, but the first 3 movies, and maybe my partner said this more clear, but they really took themselves serious, the first 3 movies. Like, anxiety on that fucking plane, anxiety on that car crash, anxiety on the roller coaster. And like, it had the whole movie feeling like eerie and really anxious and really stressed for all the visionary people. And for this one, I do feel like it was missing that Final Destination like touch. Like, the opening scene, and we'll get to that later, was good, but after that, like, I wasn't really feeling like the eeriness of Final Destination, and I didn't really care for the fact that they kept referring to him as he. Like, I feel like it takes away like the feeling of death rather than being like, oh, he. And I get it. It was like sometimes comedic relief, which was funny when Iris would be like, yeah, he fucking think he can get me right now. He's not. Like, that's funny. But I feel like it did take away from the fact that like death is after them. Like, I don't know. I'm not no movie guru, y'all. Like, I'm not good with my words. I'm not no literature major, but I feel like it was just missing that oomph. Like when you open that first scene of the 3rd movie, bitch, the feelings are there. The roller coaster, the anxiety, the scariness, the music. And I do feel like with this one, they were missing that. Like, in the whole movie, I don't know. I don't know. That was a real bummer for me. But I, again, like, whatever. That's just my personal, what I took from it right when I walked out of the theater for the first time. I was like, oof, like, at points it just did not feel like a Final Destination movie. And I feel like that's a really bad con, like a really big con. But again, I still had fun and I really liked the movie and I definitely will see it again. But maybe when I see it again, since I was such in that pressure cooker mind and I literally was like looking for stuff, like I was like looking for like Easter eggs. I was looking for like, had those expectations, and this one fell through, unfortunately. So what I did like about this movie, and I kind of touched on it earlier, was that the first three obviously take themselves very serious. The fourth one, beautiful gowns, and the fifth one is like I don't even think it's really funny, but it's a little bit in between. And this one was like funny, like Iris making comments about death, thinks that he can do his big one on her and he can't, or the cousins being like, so I'm next. Like, this one was funny and I actually did enjoy it. And I did see people being like, I don't like that it was funny, because when you really think about it, like, these movies are serious, but they're also not serious at all. And I feel like this one kind of took it in like that perfect way. I don't know. I enjoyed the comedy. And I had fun. Like, I remember when the cousin who was allergic to peanut, Bobby, I think, was like, they were going to the hospital and he was like, bitch, you're moving too fast. Like, that was funny. Oh my God. And also the death scene of the sister, I don't remember her name, Julia or something, the blonde girl. That was actually such a good scene. They set it up so well that we really thought that Eric was going to get dumped into they literally said exactly what was going to happen to Eric, and it didn't happen to Eric and it happened to his sister. That was funny. Like, that was funny. And then the shot of her literally like boop, 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 like literally I laughed my ass off. Like, I was like, okay, that's fucking funny. We'll go to the next con. The next con is, I'm not a movie guru. I don't give a F about CGI. Like, I really don't. But I wish there was a little bit more practical effects. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I really do. At some points, like, I went with the punches. I rolled with the punches. I lived in the moment. I felt these after the fact. Like, for example, the literal last shot, like, ugh! Like, it's clear those logs were not real. I don't even want to sound like a bitch. Like, I don't. I really don't. But I was like, ugh. Or the garbage disposal scene, the garbage truck scene, I felt like would have been such a, I don't know how movies work, easy practical effect of just her head getting smushed, but it wasn't. Like, when you think of the third movie, bitch, the little drive-through scene when his head get chopped off, first of all, practical, looks good as fuck. Even when, I can't remember his fucking name, the fucking gym rat guy gets his head smashed. That looked good as fuck. The screws in her head look good as fuck. And it's just like, I feel like we were missing that. I really do. And that really sucked because it kind of took me out just a tad, but I went with the punches and I still enjoyed the movie, yada, yada, yada. I don't mind the CGI, obviously, in like the tower scene, like the opening scene, because it's like, whatever, like, y'all gotta do what y'all gotta fucking do. But I mean, like, if it don't look good now, what's it gonna look like in 5 years is what I'm worried about. Because I just rewatched the third movie and that looked good as fuck. Sorry. And so did the second one, obviously, because the practical effect of literally the crash. And even the first one looked good because they're on the plane. We don't really see the plane crash, I guess, except for when it's in the sky. But that was one of my cons, was it was a little rough. It was. But I went with the punches. I had fun. I still reacted as if it was completely real and looked legit. We're going to go to the next pro. I did like the opening scene. I am terrified of almost every single opening scene that Final Destination has done. I'm terrified of planes, roller coasters. I'll get on them, though. I'll get on everything, but I'm generally terrified of planes. Like, I actually hate getting on those. I'm scared of roller coasters. Car crashes, bitch, I'm always on watch, even if I'm not driving. Sorry, I'm making sure you see that car go over there. Specifically with the car crash, the water bottle thing to the brakes, that always scares me. Fourth one, you will never catch me at a fucking NASCAR place, so we're good there. Bridge, always a little scary. Not really, but always a little scary. And then the tower scene, literally, I've been to one, I guess, in San Antonio, Texas, and it's literally, you take a picture before, bitch, I was like 8 years old, scared as fuck, and then you go up there, you're literally going up there in the elevator, it's tight as fuck, it's scary as fuck, like, they ate that. It did give me low-key Little Charlie and the Chocolate Factory vibes, like, a little bit, but that was just my own note. I think they set it up so well, it was so good. I loved Iris's younger version of herself. Again, if I'm ignoring the bad CGI, like, it was good. Like, it was good. I was anxious. I was on there like, ooh, like, bitch, Iris, you better get all these bitches out of here. Like, I was sad. So I did like the opening scene, and I really liked how it tied into the end, where I didn't even see it coming, of all the little nods to the beginning scene of, like, the comments of, like, you look like $1 million, the rose slicing her, or whatever, the coin. Like, that is kind. That was good. I really did like that. And I like the shout emote that we have on Fortnite, but whatever, is that I feel like in all the Final Destination movies, the deaths are a little bit relatable. Like anytime I'm at the gym, bitch, I'm never doing these things. Never will catch me in a tanning booth. Obviously, you guys can tell I love the third movie. Maybe I'm being a little nitpicky, but I'll get to my point is that I feel like these deaths in the sixth one were not relatable, except for the garbage truck. I've always been scared of literally accidentally falling into a garbage truck and then getting smushed. I've literally always thought about that since I was a kid. I never thought I'd see that in a Final Destination movie. But like, I'm not scared of the MRI scans. I'm not tattoo. Glass was a little cunt. I'll give him that. That was a good lead up scene. But like, no lawnmower is gonna get me in the head. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like there were no relatable stakes with the deaths. They still were good. They still were fun. But I feel like besides the garbage truck one, I was like, it didn't make me like scared to look around when I left. And you'll never catch me in a tower. Ever. My mom was lucky that she made me do that, but it's because literally I was 8 years old and I had no choice. Trauma. Love her though. I did think that this movie had a good little couple gags. Like obviously, like we know that we're dealing with death. We know most of the people are gonna die. I did like that technically Eric killed himself. He was not a part of the family whenever he was at the tattoo shop parlor. I guess that was kind of just a gag for the audience, which I thought was really smart because obviously they showed that in the trailer before and I heard about it before because I have a septum piercing. So after the teaser drop, everyone was like talking to me about it. But I had a thought, not to be corny, that I was like, he's probably not going to die if they literally showed a whole scene of him dying. But whatever, horror movies do that. Anyway, so him not actually dying, then him not being family was funny. I think that was just like a funny, relatable thing. I don't know, this is a very small pro. Like I thought that was really funny. I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. And I thought he really did die until he like came in front of the car. He had a good couple cop-out deaths. Like he was skipping death a lot when he wasn't meant to die. So that was really good. I did like that chunk. And then he ended up killing himself. Because don't fuck with death, bitch, because it gets messy. I mean, it's kind of like, now what? Me personally, I want 500 Final Destination movies. I literally don't care. Everything was solved at the beginning. Like literally the second death. Or I guess the third, because technically it was Iris and the dad and then his daughter. And then everyone was like locked the fuck in and being like, oh, we're all gonna die. Because she had the book. Like it was just kind of like, okay, so now what? It's solved. What are we all really about to go in Iris's shack and just stay there for the rest of your life? Like I feel like that's where the storyline kind of just like flatlined a little bit, because in my head I was like, okay, so they know what's going on. They're gonna go try to talk to Iris, go to Iris's house. What? The movie's gonna end with everyone being in there, and then they were gonna try to maybe kill themselves. Like that was a okay little storyline. Of course, men would try to do that, but like I was just like. Okay, now what? So if they do make another movie, obviously something's gotta be added. But again, I saw a comment on Twitter or Letterboxd where like nothing new has been added to the franchise except literally from the second movie where they go in reverse order. Everything else has literally been the same. Everybody's gonna die. There's an opening scene. There's a visionary person. Nobody's gonna believe anybody that believes the friends, and then they start to believe them. Then it's too late, and then they're gonna die. Like literally, what else could they do now? And this is not really a critique, I think, of the movie, because like I think it was an interesting take of knowing what's going on and like having a book and like her grandma literally figured it all out. But it's kind of like maybe if they make another movie, I'm like, okay, girls, like what are y'all gonna do? But maybe I'm just curious. I don't know. A pro was Kimberly being alive. Double-edged sword, because to my heart, up until last night, I believe that Wendy was also alive. But she's dead. She's dead. Rest in peace, Wendy. But Kimberly being alive was really fun as a longtime fan, because I feel like Kimberly was the main one, and then Wendy, where we were like, well, we didn't see them die on camera, so they could be alive. And she cheated death, which was really nice, and obviously a good, not homage, I don't know if that's the right word, but like what Steph was trying to do, and then she ended up not doing it right. Like that was kind, because I did believe it. I was like, oh, she's drowning just like Kimberly, like she's gonna live. But nope, Kimberly outlived the bitch and the brother. But yeah, I like that Kimberly was alive, and I honestly thought they were gonna do some Scream 5 shit by bringing the legacy characters back. And I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to see Kimberly back, but it's like, what would she literally bring? She survived. She's not in death's order. I know the bitch is not going to put herself back in death's fucking attention. So, like, well, she'd be like, hey, guys, you got to kill yourself and then you're good. Like, that, the storyline was, like, there. So I did enjoy that a lot. So I'm glad she didn't come back, because that would have been a little corny, like Scream 5 legacy character vibes that everybody's trying to do now. I enjoyed Kimberly coming back. And then I guess also Tony Todd's last scene was obviously a lot for in real life and in the series. Rest in peace, sir. Love you. Love your work. I also feel like I hope that this opens like a new box, or not a new box, a new like little run of Final Destination. Like I had them when I was a kid. I would like them now when I'm older. I hope we do. I would love, and I saw this in the preview or in the end scene or whatever, whenever they're showing all the credits of that there was a water park disaster. That would be so fucking cunt. I would love a water park opening scene, and like they tease it in a newspaper. I would also just like to see what else can go down, what other routes can go down. And like I would like to, for a group of people to beat some death, a group of friends, like let's beat it, like literally let's beat it. But I don't know. I hope that we get a few more movies, like 2 or 3. I'm so happy with that the series is back alive, because again, as a longtime fan, I never thought that they would make a 6th movie. There were rumors so long ago, just like there's rumors about Friday the 13th, and like we got Scream already. Halloween's allegedly gonna come back, even though it ended. Like these are all the main movies that I loved growing up, and sorry, I would like to continue seeing them. That's why I'm excited for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Overall, I think that these are my main points of the movie. I'll eventually rank it. I want to rewatch it one more time, because now that the pressure's off of my mind, I can just like actually have fun enjoying the movie. And I want to really have my thoughts, but I had fun. I liked it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, as much as I was talking shit about the fucking CGI, but I really did have fun. And I just like, I don't know, I'm so happy that they're back. I don't really know what else to say, because my thoughts are not so fully there yet, but this is like an honest and raw review of literally, I slept on it, I worked, and then now I'm talking about it. So if you guys watch to the end of this video, please like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. But this is my review. I hope you guys liked it. If you saw the movie, give me your opinions. Tell me some pros and cons that you thought about for the movie. And yeah, I'm just so happy that Final Destination is back. And next is I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm very excited for that movie, because I heard that movie looks good. Obviously, there's a lot of movies coming out. Weapons, that, Bring Her Back. We got a lot to watch as horror movie fans. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.